that I would talk about, fine arts, Dad and Jamie, and then they asked me to actually do it, and I'm like, oh, what do I talk about? But yeah, so just to bring back up what Adam said, it's not just being up on a stage to perform stuff. There's literally anything you can think of. You can go perform it. There's like puppetry groups that you can do. You can do sermons. There's like junior and senior separates. So there's a bunch of like middle schoolers that are going and preaching, and that's really cool to be able to watch. And there's just so many different opportunities that you can do through fine arts. And so I would really encourage anyone that, like, if you know someone in youth or you are in youth and you have thought about doing it, just find something that you can do and go try it. Like, it doesn't ever hurt to just go and get some constructive criticism. That's, personally, I really like to do that. That's one of my favorite parts about fine arts is getting the judge sheets back. All the judges, whenever I'm on stage when I'm performing, they'll write down notes as they go, and they'll also have your final score posted on it. And so that's like my favorite thing when we were done was like, give me my judge sheets. Like, I want to know what they said about me. So I just love to read those sort of things. And so that's really cool to help develop yourself and help with your gift and stuff. So another thing is like nationals. Like, I went to nationals last July and August. It was like the last week of July. And it was so much. Like, I can't really describe how cool it is to be able to see like people that are as into what you do as you are. And so they held it in Columbus, Ohio. They had it at their big convention center. And so as you would walk through the convention center, there'd be giant human videos like what Taylor did, but with like 20 people doing it at the same time. And it's a little crazy. So there's a lot of just like boom boxes and sound systems everywhere, and people setting up their stage in the middle of the hallway. You have to like go around them. And then with that, you're able to like see the schedules and go watch all these different things. And they're the top people in the nation that made it to nationals. And so that's really cool to get to see. And then also every night, while you're there, they have an evening service. And in Columbus, they had it at their arena or stadium that was there. And so that was really cool. They had the band Royal Taylor can do it. They play on the radio a lot and stuff. And so they would do that and then one of the nights. And then they would have worship every night and then service. And so that was really cool. It was like a mini youth camp, like throw that in there. And so, I don't know, it's so cool. And so if you ever thought about doing it, or you have kids like my little sister's doing fun arts, which is like the younger version to help bring them up. And so that's a really cool thing that they're able to do too. So I would just really encourage anyone to go try it. You never know. Like, last year was my first year doing it. I hadn't done it beforehand, so I just didn't think about it or really think about what could come from it. Like, another thing, whenever I went to nationals, I found out you can get different scholarships from doing this. SAGU, specifically, Southwestern, so we've got down in Texas, gives, I'm trying to remember this, a $600 scholarship for getting a superior rating at districts, what we just did. And then if you go on to compete nationally and you get an excellent rating, you can get $1,000, and it just moves it up. It doesn't add it to it. You can move up to having a $1,000 scholarship. And then if you get superior, you get a $1,200 scholarship. If you score merit, which means you got the top in your category, you can get $16,000 if you were the only person that did it. So if you got merit as a group, it's a little less, but if you did it individually and you got merit, it's a $16,000 scholarship to their school. And so that's really cool. And that is every year that you do it. So it's not just like, oh, you did it 1 year and that's what you get. So it takes the highest score you got every year you competed, and you get that amount of scholarship money, which is cool because scholarships. So, that's all I really got.